Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Minutes of Audio. Today we're going to be going over this week's music news. If you like what we have to say, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So our first news story today is about Eminem at the Super Bowl. Before the Super Bowl began, the NFL told Eminem not to kneel, and Eminem decided to kneel at the end of his song. So I'll let Carl tell you more.
I'm not really sure how big of an impact it had, to be honest, because we did a cover on the Super Bowl thing. We didn't even really know that's what he was going for, the whole Kaepernick thing.
I didn't even realize he kneeled.
Yeah, well, I knew he kneeled down, but I thought it was just to introduce the next song they were playing. To be like, oh, that's the closing for the track. I didn't realize he was doing it to make a stand. I think it's just because of the movement, kind of it happened 7 years, or not, 4 or 5 years ago. So I don't know if that really means as much as it did back then. But either way, it's cool that he did it. I can't hate on it.
Yeah, he at least he did it for a good reason.
Yeah, heart was in the right place. The next story that we have, this one's hilarious. Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead apparently faked playing keyboard when he first joined them. If you read the article for this one, apparently what happened is, I don't know if he was auditioning or if he already was in, but basically what happened is that he didn't know how to play keyboard, or he didn't know how to play it well, and he would basically fake playing it. And Thom Yorke the entire time was like, I can't hear you at all, but I feel a difference in the music when you're playing, so keep doing what you're doing. And then after each practice session, he would go home and start learning chords and learning scales, I guess. So, yeah. What do you think about this one, Josh?
I think it's especially hilarious that he did months of rehearsals with his piano turned off.
Oh, that's right. It was turned off.
Any music. He wasn't literally adding nothing to the song. And Thom still thought he had provided a great presence.
Dude, people are comparing it to that one incident where where Radiohead was tuning their instruments for 3 minutes and fans thought it was a new song.
That's so funny.
It's... I don't know what made him come out with the story now, but I don't know. This is one of my favorites.
So the next thing that happened this week was Eric Adams, who is a mayor from New York, has declared war on the rap genre of drill. He does not like what happens in the music, and he finds it kind of repulsive. So I'll let Carl talk more about it.
I don't know, man. I mean, it feels a lot like what they used to do with rock music back in the 80s and 90s, where you have these politicians demonize it and say how it's corrupting the youth and this and that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what steps they could take to really combat it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's saying that, maybe take some action and how it's propagated on social media or whatever, or things like that. Don't play it on radios. It just seems like a reminiscent of the satanic panic and shit. Drill's been around for forever. And I don't even think drill's especially popular in America. Isn't that more of
It's an underground thing. A lot of underground rappers will hop on drill beats, but it is.
I feel like it's more UK. Yeah, right. So it feels weird that he's not going after trap rap or something. But I mean, whatever. I doubt this goes anywhere.
Yeah, it just sounds like some old guy who's angry that his son is into drill music.
Mm-hmm.
He also says that it's not the cause of violence, but it's the cause of retaliation, which is stupid, because if humans gonna do something, they were gonna do it. They weren't gonna do it because they heard some rapper say something in a song. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and besides, what are you gonna what do you even do about it? It just seems stupid. So our next story, this one's more of a sensitive topic. So our next story, this one's kind of more sensitive, I guess, or more serious. Apparently there was a sex tape released of Isaiah Rashad showing him having sex with a man. People didn't know, I don't know if he's bi or gay or whatever, but people didn't know this, so essentially this outed him as well. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a really shitty scenario, to be honest. No one should be outed like that. They should have time to, like, say it when they feel comfortable with it. So it sucks that, like, this is the way it happens. But there's been a positive. And the positive side is that it seems like hip-hop fans, like, universally are in support of Isaiah, comforting him, saying that, like, oh, like, they did you dirty, like, this sucks, but, we're still fans, we still support you or whatever. So, I mean, I'd say that's a good thing, because we know how homophobic some hip-hop fans could be.
Yeah, if this was a story about a rapper from maybe 10 years ago...
Oh my god.
It would have been a completely different scenario, and his career might have been jeopardized.
I was going to say, like, it would be close to career ending.
Yeah, so, good for Isaiah Rashad. It's an unfortunate event, but at least he's getting support, so he knows he's still alive.
Yeah. And you wonder if, like, some of these more popular rappers have had that happen to, because a lot of his music is more, like, personal and stuff, and he has, like, more of, like, a smaller fan base compared to some. You wonder if a bigger rapper had this shit happen to them, like, if the outcome would be as calm as it was with Isaiah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I like to think that it would be.
Yeah.
So if somebody is saying something negative about that, they're just a dick then, and they'd get ratioed to hell.
Yeah.
In the comments.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a testament to how far we've come.
Just don't let the baby know.
Oh my god.
Like, say something about it. I couldn't.
Gotta feed my daughter.
Huh? Gotta feed my daughter, huh? But yeah, so speaking of the baby, he was on a Kanye song, which relates to the next news story.
Good segue.
There's been a lot of stuff that happened with Kanye over the last week. Some of the highlights include him calling Pete Davidson Skeet Davidson, him breaking up with Julia Fox, announcing the Donda 2 listening party. What else happened to Carl?
Well, let's talk about, like, the major one first, which is Kid Cudi, right? Like, I'd say that's the big one. If you want to get into that.
That one hurts. That one hurts. They're supposed to be brothers, and they're getting into a fight because Kanye's throwing a ego fit. Like, especially the way it happened. Like, they talked about it weeks beforehand. Kanye randomly decided to out him on Twitter or Instagram, which fucking Kid Cudi destroyed him with a response. He called him a dinosaur.
Yeah. He said he's the best part on all of his albums and stuff.
Which is, like, low-key, fucking Moon might be the best song on Donda.
Yeah.
All because of Kid Cudi.
He definitely, like, brings the best out of Kanye on all of his records.
Plus his hums are so good.
He has legendary hums. No one does hums but, like, Cudi. But yeah, it's sad to see. I don't know, like, Kanye's really throwing away, like, this... I mean, shit, they've been friends for a while now. He's throwing away this...
I think since 2007.
It's around that time. Like, it's been over...
With 808s.
Shit, that'd be almost, like, 15 years. Like,
and he's throwing it away over this.
all because he's just friends with Pete Davidson. I mean, I don't know. It makes you wonder, though, how much... I guess, like, how real of a friend Kanye was to begin with. And I think that's one of the big things that Cudi was kind of, like, saying. Like, you're not real to begin with if you're throwing everything away because of this.
It's not a valid reason to throw away a friendship.
Yeah. It's really shitty. But what about the Fox situation, the Julia Fox situation?
So, she was seen getting off an airplane crying, and... as that happened, everyone noticed that the pictures on her Instagram of them two together disappeared. So it's looking like they broke up. I don't blame Julia Fox. Because how many people would want to be dating somebody that's constantly posting on Instagram, God, bring my family back. God, I love her.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like, she probably dealt with a lot. She probably dealt with a year's worth of relationship trauma in that 1 month with Kanye.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, they weren't even together for a while. Like,
I think since, like, January.
Like, does it even constitute as a relationship if you're, like, together for barely a month? I don't know.
They were everywhere together, though, for that month.
Wait, were they?
They were everywhere. Every picture of Kanye, she was there, too.
Shit. I mean, I guess they were then. I think it was, to be honest, just a rebound for Kanye, though. I don't think it was actually...
Oh, it was definitely a rebound.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit.
And I think the first time I realized this relationship wasn't going to work was after our second date. He bought her an entire closet full of clothes, or entire apartment full of clothes in her size.
God damn.
So that no healthy relationship starts off like that.
Especially when you're that obsessed over your ex too. Like, this is not gonna work out.
Other than that, Kanye was also seen at the Super Bowl this past Sunday.
Maybe.
In his
still posting on Instagram while at the Super Bowl.
he was posting. He was also trending that day.
Mm-hmm.
He was also in a McDonald's commercial. And he was seen wearing a mask with many holes in his $1 million seats at the Super Bowl.
I doubt he could see through them.
He took it off during the halftime show.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Well,
I saw a video of him dancing.
Hell yeah. But besides that, I just want to kind of go over, because with the Pete Davidson thing, there's a lot that happened there. I want to go over like a few of the highlights. I have some of them like written down. This isn't in chronological order. This is just like some of the more notable events. So one of the big things that happened is he actually, because he was basically railing against Pete for a while, and then he posted a picture of a text apparently that he had with Pete. Pete's like trying to soothe it all over, trying to be the nice guy, say like, let's both be men, all that stuff. And Kanye posted that and said in all caps like, "You will never see my children." He called him Hillary Clinton's ex-boyfriend. He like he's doing. Oh, what are you saying?
He also this is kind of off topic, but he also started a beef with Bob Iger.
Yeah,
the CEO of Disney.
I don't know what the hell's up with that.
Yeah, he started claim. I think the quote was, "You wasted a bunch of money on Star Wars and Marvel, and even though it makes you a lot of money, it's never gonna gain you control of high schools." So
I don't know.
I don't know what angle he's getting at with that one.
He's trying to be woke or something.
Yeah, he's on 4chan too much.
Oh my god, I could see it.
He's a Redditor.
Is he? Oh, that's where he gets his porn.
He gets his porn from it, and he got some of the pictures that he posted from it. And there was one picture, that movie poster of Civil War.
Oh yeah.
And Pete. There was a Reddit post 3 hours before it was posted, and the top comment on it was, "I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye posted this on his Instagram."
Yeah, the Reddit. Then he had the Venom one too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Dude,
he's
the
delusional.
The best was when he had a picture of Kim Kardashian saying like, "Stop, this will get Pete hurt." And he's like, "I don't want anyone to hurt Pete. I'll handle it myself." And he has the guy freaking putting the dude in a chokehold.
And then it got followed up with her asking him, "Why do you always post when I talk to you? Or can you keep the conversations private?" And he was like, "Why wouldn't I want to tell everyone? You're my favorite person."
And he posts that one too.
Yeah,
dude, if you look at the top, the name is literally Kim Other Phone.
Yeah, that's rough. She definitely bought a separate phone just for Kanye, to communicate with Kanye.
Kim Other Phone. God. I think that's like the other thing is that he posted a picture of Pete. He's continuing the the attack against Pete today, and he posted a video of Pete's stand up like 3 years ago when he was making fun of Kanye for like a lot of the political stuff he was saying. And Kanye like captioned it with, "Pete, do you support or do you think that making fun of mental health is funny?" So he's continuing the bullshit. So I guess this is all like, ongoing, I guess.
In defense of Kanye, if SNL was making fun of somebody else's mental health issues, they would be slaughtered. But since it's Kanye, it's okay. Which is kind of fucked up.
I think there's a difference though between, okay, if you make fun of, for instance, Kid Cudi's, I guess is a good example because he was brought up earlier. If you make fun of Kid Cudi's depression or something, obviously that's really shitty. And I think there's a big difference between doing something like that and doing something from someone who's having like a manic episode and freaking out on everyone and is like actively hurting other people or actively making other people's lives harder because of their mental health issues. Like, once you start doing it into the public domain and start like actively kind of contributing harm or saying really like shitty stuff, I think then it's kind of fair game. If he just said he was bipolar and like he wasn't doing all that like horrible shit, I don't think Pete Davidson would have made that comedy sketch.
One Kanye related thing that we left out was he also started a beef with Billie Eilish.
Oh yeah.
This last week.
Billy talk.
Billy talk for real. But yeah, so he got offended on Travis's behalf because he thought that Billie Eilish was taking a dig at Travis Scott when she gave her fan an inhaler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he thought it was a dig, but he's threatened not to work Coachella, I believe, one of the big music festivals this summer, unless she apologized. So
he's just such a man-child, dude. And then that was like in the middle of like supposedly fighting for his family or whatever too. So it's just, I don't know.
So last Kanye thing I believe is, do you believe that the Donda 2 listening party is actually going to happen?
I think
the
so.
22nd? You think it's going to happen?
I think with all this drama and shit he's stirring up, I think it's dropping. Because whenever an album drops, he goes batshit.
Yeah, but he went batshit for 4 months straight with Donda.
That is true.
Like from June to the end, I guess 3 months. From June to the end of August.
Fuck. I mean, maybe it's a 50-50, but I think it'll happen. I think he's been hyping it up too much. There hasn't been a release date pushed back yet, and the listening parties, they're always like unfinished, so he can like release some shit and it won't really matter because it's the listening party.
And from rumors surrounding it, apparently there's going to be a large amount of older songs.
Really?
From 20, like the Yandhi era, God's Country. There's going to be a lot of back catalog unreleased stuff on this album.
Maybe that's why he's able to get it out so quickly.
Which, I've heard some of his unreleased music. Most of it is better than his released stuff.
Hey, so we might be in for a great record.
Hopefully. That would be nice. Yeah. And I know you didn't like his, but he also did release a new song this week. I don't think, Carl, were you a fan of it?
Was it the City, what's it called?
City of Gods?
I thought it was okay. We both agreed that the hook was god-awful, though.
Yeah, because whenever somebody gets Alicia Keys, they try making the Empire State of Mind Part 2.
I was going to say, it sounds like a great value Empire State of Mind.
But not Kanye's. Kanye's verse, one of his best verses in a while.
Yeah, it was a good verse. It was good.
So, I think that about wraps everything up.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that's the end of the video. If you like what we had to say, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Our next video should be a review of Nervous Conditions, right? That's what we're coming out with next.
Yes, that is Nervous Conditions' self-titled album, which is the group that eventually became Black Country New Road.
Yeah, it's their release project in 2018. So, yeah, we said that like since Ants from Up There was so amazing, it may as well revisit some of their old stuff and like drop a review for it. So, that's coming out. It should be out Monday, or sometime around there.
Also, we have an announcement to make.
Oh shit!
Me and Carl have both decided that Ants from Up There is a 100, a 10
True.
out of 10.
10 out of 10. I mean, we kind of thought even during the review that we would eventually come to give it a 10 out of 10. But it was also 3 days after listening, so you always have to let it rest. But I don't know. It's been a while now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we both pretty strongly agree. It's a 10 out of 10.
I've listened to it every single day since it came out, and I don't see myself not listening to it every day for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, they
also.
I was just gonna say they went off on that album. They did their thing.
And it sounds even better on the deluxe 4 LP vinyl
True.
from the UK. Not to brag.
We both got it.
Well, I got it 2 hours before.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Would you say you know who the alpha on this channel is?
The lucky one of the channel.
No, the alpha.
But
Alpha Chad shit. Gang.
we may do, because I know we were saying this after the review. We may eventually come back to it like later this year and explain like how everything held up or whatever. Just because it is that good of a record to where, maybe 6 months from now, like we come back and we talk about it again. But for now, like, yeah, it's a solidified 10. It's the official score, and it's canon.
And definitely in my top 5 albums of all time.
I'd say it's if not maybe in the top 5, if not in the top 10. Yeah. Yeah. That about wraps things up. See you guys next time.
Good night and go fuck yourself.